In order to access the platform, we will have to introduce our username and password. When a company user accesses the platform, it will appear a list of the documents that it has pending upload to be reviewed from Provea. From this list, the company will be able to access, edit, and upload the document to be reviewed from Provea. If we do any modification, we have to press the Update button to save those changes. In this module, the company user will visualize the assigned work centers. It is possible to filter the search. The company can visualize the details of the work center by pressing the Visualize button. The details of the work centers and companies, workers, vehicles and machinery assigned to that work center will be shown. It is also possible to see the status of the documentation of each of them. In case the status is not okay, the missing requirements will be displayed. In this module, the company accesses its file, which cannot be edited. In this screen, the company data will be shown. The company module is divided into the following subtabs. Documentation. It contains the documentation related to the enterprise, the work centers where it has been assigned, its workers, vehicles, and machinery. Only if there is a file pending upload, review, expired, or rejected can a document be registered. We will select the file and press Save. We can also register documentation by pressing Edit. We will select the file and press Update. We can upload several files by selecting the file and always pressing Update. Each time we perform this action, the different documents will be saved. Once the document is validated, it can be updated when it is about to expire, or we can update it due to modification. For that, we will press the Update Documents button below the requirement, and we will load the documentation by selecting the file and pressing Save. When it is validated, the document will become historical. In each tab, there is Export to Excel button. The requested requirements are exported along with their states. In the Work Centers sub-tab, we can apply for vinculation. We will have to select the client and the work center and press Save. Once the vinculation is accepted or rejected, you will receive a notification in your profile. In order to visualize your notifications, you will have to click on the bell icon. The rest of the sub-tabs in which the module is divided are Contractor, Subcontracts, Workers, Vehicles, and Machinery. When entering the module, the company is able to visualize the workers that have been created. We can allocate workers, create new ones, and visualize their data. In order to allocate a worker, we will press the Allocate button. In this screen, we can also modify the type of template. To assign the workers, we will have to select a client, a template, a work center, and a worker. Once done, we will press Save. To modify the template in the same screen than for assigning, we will be able to select the type of template, and if we do any modification, we will have to press Save. In order to create a worker, we will press the New button. Then we will have to complete the mandatory fields marked with an asterisk. We will be able to link the vehicles that are used by a worker, as well as machinery. It is necessary to select at least one work center. Finally, we will press Save. In order to visualize the data of a worker, we will press the Visualize button. The details of the worker will be shown. and we will be able to attach or edit a picture. We will also see its different subtabs, which are documentation, work centers, vehicles, and machinery. In order to generate a card, we have to press on Workers and Generate Card. On the screen that appears, we will have to select a client, a work center, a company, and a worker. Depending on the workers that are chosen, we will have two options, card or the A4 size. If we select just one worker and we press Generate, it will be open in a card format. If we select several workers and we press Generate, it will be open in an A4 format. In this module, the company views the vehicles that have been created. We can assign vehicles, create new ones, or visualize their data. In order to assign a new vehicle, we must press Assign. A screen will be displayed where the company must select a client, a template, and the work center, as well as the vehicle. Once we have done any modification, we have to press Save. In order to create a new vehicle, we will press New. We will complete the mandatory fields marked with an asterisk. And we will select a work center and a vehicle. Once we have done any modification, we have to press Save. In order to visualize the data of a vehicle, we will press the Visualize button. The details of the vehicle will be shown, as well as its different subtabs, documentation, work centers, and workers. In this module, the company visualizes the machinery that has been created. We can assign the machinery, create new one, or visualize its data. In order to assign machinery, we have to press the Allocate button. A screen will be displayed where the company has to select a client, template, a work center, and the machinery. We can also see the template type. Once done, we must press Save. In order to create a new one, we will have to press New. The mandatory fields marked with an asterisk must be completed, and we will select a work center. After that, we will press Save. In order to visualize the data of the machine, we will press the Visualize button. Its details will appear, and we will see its different subtabs, documentation, work centers, and employees. The tester module serves to determine if the documentation is correct. It is possible to search by barcode or QR, by the company name or identification number of the company, by the worker name or the identification number of the worker, by the vehicle name or license number, or the machinery name or frame number. We will make an example of search by company name. Once the desired name is written, we will press the Verify button. A table with all the work centers where the company has been assigned will appear, with the status of the documentation and the status of the documentation of the work center. The library module serves as an exchange of information between clients and company. We will have to select a client and a work center and press the Load button. To see the content of the folders with the projects that have already been created, you must double-click on them. To see the notification, we must click on the bell icon. We will see the received notifications that we will be able to visualize or delete, and the delivered notifications that we will be able to visualize or delete. To access our profile, we have to press the profile option in the drop-down menu. We can modify the name, surnames, email, and password. We can also visualize the username and the user type. If we do any modification, we must press the Update button. If we want to exit the platform, we just have to press Logout.